soon. Enjoy the vibing music as we wait for people to join. Yeah, that's pretty relaxing. Welcome in, everybody. Stream will be starting shortly. And so it begins. Hello, hello. I hope everybody is having a good Monday. Today, we are discussing the ups and downs of mental health. But first, let's discuss what we have done for our mental health this week. Hello, Ribby Frog. And hello, Huggy. Welcome in, welcome in. So nice to have you. So, for my mental health this week, I actually haven't really done anything yet, which is bad of me. I should work on that. Sometimes, though, it gets away from us, and we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves. I struggle with that, so I should be nicer to myself. Yeah, that wasn't very nice to me. Yeah, since I haven't done anything for my mental health, let's discuss what I could do for my mental health. I could go outside for a little longer and try and get some more sunlight. I think that's a great idea. I really like swimming. Maybe I could go to the lake. I'm looking at my fiance. Like lake? Yeah, maybe.
It is supposed to be 100 near here in the coming weekend, so that might not be a bad idea on our behalf. What have I done for myself this week? Well, not a whole lot. We've been dealing with cat drama, so that's kind of taken all the energy out. But I'd say even amongst all of that, I've tried to put a little bit of time into hobby. Worked on some Magic the Gathering decks and spent a little bit of time with friends. That's about all I did. Hello, Dragneil. Yes. We play Magic the Gathering. Casually.
Yes, casual Magic the Gathering. None of my decks are above bracket 2.
Technically, I have a 4. Technically, it plays like a 2 or a 3. But it's still fun, nevertheless.
Technically, I have a couple bracket 3s, but they play like 2s.
Just go ahead. Man, I find putting time towards hobbies to be beneficial. Also, I believe Dragneil redeemed hydration.
Oh, yes, I shall hydrate. Or not, I ran out of soda. While there is an ad break, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab a soda.
I bounce between putting time towards hobbies and also trying to be around people. Being an extrovert, it seems to help.
Hydrating. the vanilla zero sugar Coca-Cola. Yes, putting time towards hobbies is always a great idea to improve your mental health. But I'm a bit biased because I'm like, spend all your time doing hobbies and nothing else. But really, you should balance stuff. Like, try and balance stuff. Okay, Dragneel, I will try to come up with more channel point rewards. Thank you.
I second Dragneil. I don't have as much as she does, but I have like almost 5k and very little to spend it on.
I will brainstorm ways to spend it. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, Ribby.
Jeez.
Ribby. My god.
Yes, channel points would be fun.
uh
It'll also add a little bit more interactivity.
Oh yeah, I guess I've been playing Core Keeper with some people. That's been some niceness for my mental health. And that's great, Dragneel.
Let's see. I did Pathfinder. We're playing an adventure campaign and we're almost to the end of it. I say that, but we still have 2 books left, so it's not really that close to the end.
A couple of weeks ago, we went on a trip out of town and we did some crafts. And I created a new schedule for my studies and streaming, which helped my mental health. And that's been great for me. Hockey, I agree. I fully agree. Sometimes writing down things is just so much easier. I too struggle with words oft times. Saying things out loud can be very challenging. I often will text my fiance challenging stuff instead of addressing them in person, which I'm sure drives him bonkers.
Yeah, it's never that bad.
But I do that because I feel like I do it so much better over text or over writing it out than I do saying it out loud. So good on you. I'm happy that you're able to journal and express yourself. Dragneel. Oh no. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to overdo yourself. You have to be nice. nice to your body.
Steve, that was a prior topic too. How mental health can affect physical health. But yeah, communication is key. Any type of communication is better than no communication. Even if you have to write it down, hand it to me on a piece of paper instead of text. Anything's better than nothing.
Yeah. Dragneel, I think your body is suffering, and it would be nice if your body would be nicer to you, but I think it's just too damaged to
Do that right now.
to do that.
Yeah, but you're also one to talk.
Hey now. This isn't about me. This is about Dragneel. He does have a point though. Sadly. My body is pretty fuckered up too. I am being called out. Yes, I overdo myself too by doing too many chores, or by and I am a klutz, so I will do stuff and then hurt myself. Like, there was once I was doing chores and I accidentally kicked the couch by accident, and I kicked it so hard that I lost my toenail like the same day.
Yeah.
And that's just from me, like, accidentally
Walking around the house.
walking around the house, tripping over shit. And I frequently fall down the stairs outside, taking out the trash, and hurt myself that way. Don't ask me why I have a bad habit of doing that, but
Yeah. The whole toe went like black and blue, and the toenail fell off. Had to regrow. It took like 2 months. Possibly longer. Looking.
it took like a year.
Jeez.
I don't know what you're talking about. It took a year, like, for my toenail to regrow.
Yeah. I get that, Dragneel. That happens to me all the time. In hockey, I've noticed, yeah, it seems like whenever you've got like young injuries, they tend to stick around for a bit. I broke both my arms when I was younger, and every season when it changes from hot to cold and cold to hot, they are just so sore.
Yeah. Dragneel, I have a lot of, like, shallow bruises from doing shit like that. I broke my heel, well, fractured my heel jumping out of a 2-story window when I was a kid. I landed like a cat, and I fractured my heel. And I was in a boot for over 6 months. Would not recommend. The human body is not built for it. I'm lucky that I actually didn't break my ankle or any of my toes or my knee or my leg. because all of those things could have happened by jumping and landing. Yeah. Yep. I'm very fortunate. And that's the only bone I've ever, like, fractured or broken or whatever. Oof. I hate crutches. I was on crutches, like, for a month in high school.
Never injured a leg bad enough to need crutches. But I did, one of my arms was broke, and I think it was 2 months that I had to have a cast on.
I fell down, like, 2 flights of stairs trying to help somebody pick up some stuff, and I, like, backstepped off the stair and, like, fell down 2 flights of stairs and, like, pinched my sciatica really bad. So I was on crutches, like, for a month in high school because my sciatica got really fuckered up. And it still gives me problems to this day. Like, I damaged it doing yoga. Don't ask me how I did that.
That's rough.
Eek. Man, the body is weird. But yeah, so getting back on topic. The ups and downs of mental health. What those look like for me. I have 2 downs is what I will start with because I have lots of downs, but my 2 main downs are my high anxiety and my depressive lows. So my depressive lows look like me sleeping all the time and eating a lot and being irritable and quiet and sometimes dissociating and my high anxiety lows, my high anxiety downs look like being like paranoid and being like super jittery and kind of unable to focus on anything all the time and unable to hold conversations, zoning out. And I go through those quite frequently, sometimes multiple times a week. Like, some days are better than others, and then there are periods of time where I go through those, like, I have long periods of, like, just depressive low or just high anxiety. So it's, like, different for everyone. And I'm sorry to hear about your upset, Navi's upset tummy again. That's not good.
Yeah, take care of your pet. We don't mind if you get in and out. In fact, once we're done with this stream, I gotta go give Kelsey another pill. So I'm sure he's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're almost done. Wednesday will be the last day of his medication, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about lows first. I don't struggle with anxiety, but I do struggle with depression. Sometimes it's hard time getting out of bed, waiting till like the last minute before I actually get out to start getting ready to go to work. Sometimes it's taking a longer drive somewhere to postpone actually having to do something because I'm just trying to, procrastinate and push it off because I'm just not feeling up to it. Other lows are just not being an extrovert. I like being around people. So sometimes I get into I don't know if I want to hang out with people. Even though it's something that I've been doing, hang out with these friends every week, every month, so on and so forth. Sometimes I get in a mood where I'm like, is it worth it? Do I want to? Are they actually, enjoying time together? And I just gotta tell myself, it's just depression talking. And kind of force myself through it sometimes. Sometimes I do cancel and try and just take care of myself at home rather than going and getting that social connection. On the flip side, we move to talking about some of the highs. I would say a good day for me is one where I don't necessarily get everything done that I want to get done, but I'm not being halted by I don't want to do that, so I'm going to find something else to do. It's kind of this hobby sounds good, I'll work on that for a bit, rather than, I should be doing other stuff, or hey, the trash needs to be taken out, and I just go and take care of it. So for me, it's more about like actions and my mood and mental state either prohibiting or allowing actions. Yeah, that's about it. At least for me. What are some of your highs, Glass?
So my highs, my ups are they look like me being calm and collected, which doesn't happen very often. Just because I'm such an anxious person. But Indian relaxed and happy is my other like high. So I'd say another temporary like up that I have is when I get like my what do you call it? You have a term for it, and I can't remember. My tired hyper.
Oh, yes.
My tired hyper is an up isn't up for me.
Sudden burst of energy before getting really tired and then going off to sleep all night.
But I can complete anything during that period of time. Like like I have so much energy, like I could do anything. And it usually lasts for like a good half hour to an hour. So I could get quite a bit done during that time. But I gotta like, I don't know. Oh, poor Navi.
Mm.
So yeah, and I guess my relaxed happy looks like me sipping tea, reading a book. Um, my calm collected would look like me giving advice to somebody if they asked for advice, or or just being able to listen and be there for people. I have to be in a certain headspace to be able to do that, and that's not always something that I'm able to do. So, but it's something that I aim to do more often. I just gotta be able to balance it a little bit better. I hope so too, Dragneel. I hope so too. Hockey, I am glad to hear that. Feel free to share your downs and your ups as well.
If you're comfortable with it.
Yeah, if you're comfortable with it, you don't have to, but that's what it's here for. So
We started this month or so ago, probably closer to 2 months because we missed a few sessions. Mostly just as a point to have other people to talk with and get our thoughts out because we both seem to struggle with it quite a bit. It's always nice to have conversations with others and share wisdom and get different points of view. Killers. Yeah, that's something Glass can talk about.
oh boy, can I.
I don't know if they're in an ad. I'm in an ad for 50 more seconds.
No, they're subscribed.
Oh, hey. That's cool.
Severe depression sucks ass, my friend. And so does trauma. I can relate to severe trauma. Most of my life has been full of trauma. And I wish that I was exaggerating by saying that, but I'm not. It's like the longer ago it was for trauma, the harder it is to process, and that really sucks because it's just like you want, you're like, it happened so long ago, I should be able to like overcome this more easily or whatever, or at least that's how I felt about it. And And that's just not how it works with your brain. Aww. Yes, animals. Animals are a good high. My pets are also a good high for me. Yes. Yeah, it's like the longer ago it was, the harder it is to recall, the harder it is to process, the more emotions come up, the more time it takes to deal with it, and it's some severe bullshit is what it is. It's some severe fucking bullshit. Because it shouldn't be that way. But it's my personal biased opinion.
Also, your cats are adorable, by the way.
Yes, Goose and Cooper are so cute. Also, I want to say, is it named Goose from like Nick Fury's cat Goose? Like, is that what you named it after?
Nice.
Hell yeah. Because I love Goose. I love Goose.
Anytime we watch a movie, the cats are always her favorite part of any movie.
I might be a crazy cat lady.
You could remove the mic from that.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Whoa. Thank you so much, Hockey. Thank you so much. I could cry right now. I will try to contain my tears, though. I get so emotional.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad that it's helped.
Your thingy didn't update though.
Yeah, I noticed my donations didn't update, which is silly.
You're gonna have to look into that.
I'm gonna have to look into that. It's supposed to update, but it didn't, so. Ugh. Technology. But I hit my goal!
Oh,
So thank you for that, Hockey. And Dragneel, yes. Your animals are a good high, but also high stress.
Oh, I feel that. Kashi has been stressful lately. And Evie's always a bundle of stress. Just because she's so high strung.
You know, I just want to say that even though we have pets who are sick, that doesn't make them any less great.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, someone can stress you out and still be a wonderful person.
Wow! Looking at me! Ouch! Harsh!
Well, we were talking about how you can hurt yourself doing almost anything. And yes, it's quite stressful sometimes.
Oh my god! I'm gonna die!
I found that for a little bit after switching cat food, all the cats that I've had have been, well, except recently, we just put our cats on some wet food that they've never had before, and they took it pretty well. But, like, I swapped dry food out on a cat, and they had an upset stomach for a chunk of time. I don't know if
I would say they're taking it very well because they both have diarrhea right now.
I know, yeah.
But we'll see if they balance out after they get used to it.
Fair. I mean, they're taking it better than when I switched Tabby's medicine and she decided to throw up the first week of eating the new cat food. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Ugh. Yeah, animals always stress out the whole family. I know my parents had an animal that was kind of sick, and it stressed them out, and it stressed us out because it's something that you're just always thinking about when they're going through a rough time. Because they can't tell you what's going on, so you just kind of gotta figure it out with them. Like the time my parents, they had a cat named Frank. They didn't name him that. He came with their house. The prior owners left him behind. But anyways, he jumped off of the roof and hurt one of his paws. I don't think he broke it because they didn't have to put him on a cast or anything, but we did have to give him some medication, and he wasn't allowed to go outside for a couple of weeks while it healed. That was stressful for everyone involved because that cat did not like to stay inside. Well, I'm happy Goose is feeling better. Yeah, our cat bit his lip and was bleeding quite a lot, so I get that. It's always stressful.
Yeah, that was, not the greatest experience for me.
Yeah.
That happened last Sunday. And that was, oof. Oh, Hockey. All the compliments. Stop it. Oh yeah, you're in the UK.
Oh wow.
So you're like 6 hours ahead or some shit.
Well, hopefully Nobby finds something that that works for him. Works for her. Because, yeah, it's always worrying. My cat, Tabby, had appetite problems but that's because she ended up with like stomach cancer, so she just really wasn't feeling any food. You know, it's bad when a cat won't have tuna.
Yeah.
3:40. Wow.
That is early.
Well, late.
Well, yeah, whatever. Late, early.
$7:42 over here. We are all the way on the West Coast time zone.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm looking outside and there's still a little bit of sunlight around here.
Yeah, insomnia really doesn't help though.
Now, I had a bit of that last night. We went to bed at like 9 and I got a little bit of sleep and then woke up at like 11:30 and was up till 2 in the morning. Which I guess is a blessing because it allowed me to put away dinner because I fell asleep before putting away dinner. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. That's crazy. I had a friend who just moved to Scotland, and they were telling me about the time difference and the light difference and all of that, and I was like, it's crazy to think about that. You know, not only the seasons changing, weather changing, but like just how much you'll have to change just traveling somewhere between like, oh, I should be sleeping right now, but it's actually noon, middle of the day, where I'm at. Going back to the topic, I'd have to say a high for me is stuff like this, spending time with people and and interacting with them. I do a weekly D&D group with some friends, and every week I tell myself, do I really want to go to this? And every time I go to it, I enjoy myself. It's a lot of fun spending time with friends, interacting with them. But every week I doubt myself.
Are you coughing?
I think a small group works well, especially if a couple of the players are introverted. Glass is a little bit more introverted, and we had me, her, and two other players, and it was a nice small group of back and forth, and didn't get a whole lot done every session, but there was a lot of banter and laughs and jokes and real good experience. I think more people should try it just because of how much fun it can be. But I understand that like the initial time commitment of oh, we want to do this every week or every other week for X amount of time scares a lot of people off. Baldur's Gate 3, from what I've seen, does a good job of the essence of D&D, because the creators behind it really put their hearts into it.
Yeah, they did a really good job with it.
I have something. It's hard for me to visualize stuff. So, like when the DM says, you know, you're standing in the middle of a room with stone floors, stone walls, and a dragon, I get what they're talking about, but I don't actually visualize it. We do a whole lot of maps and like a TV screen with tokens, so that helps a lot. You can actually look at the screen in the middle of the table and go, okay, we're all in this area, and you know, there's rocks over there, a door over there, and it really helps a lot for those types of situations. Because yeah, if it was all in my head, I probably wouldn't enjoy it that much either. Ribby, I have not played Baldur's Gate 3. I've only seen it played. My computer is a 4th generation Intel processor with a 1060 graphics card. It would melt if I tried to play Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, he needs to update his computer.
In fact, it won't go to Windows 11, so come October, I'm not going to have the Windows updates, and I've been pushing it off because I'm like, well, I'm probably just going to wait till I see something come through at my work, be like, hey, boss, I'm going to buy this, and then go from there, so.
He computer old.
Still running well. I don't have any problems, except it doesn't like playing fancier, prettier games. So I do a lot of indie games, like I've been playing a lot of Dredge lately. I tried Hollow Knight for the first time a couple weeks ago. I don't think I'm a fan of that game. At least not with a keyboard. I might try it again with a controller.
So much. I'm starting to zone out.
Well, I was the one worried about streaming today. I've heard it's a lot better with a controller. I was trying to run it keyboard and mouse, and mouse can't really do a whole lot, so I binded everything to the keyboard, and I was like, you know, it just doesn't feel the same. But the controller I have for my computer is the same Logitech computer that the submersible that the billionaires went down to the Titan submersible. I have that same controller, so it's not that great.
Yeah, it's funny.
I've been tempted to pick up an Xbox controller just to hook into my computer. But Xbox controllers are pricey, and I haven't felt like spending the money. Especially considering I'm trying to put together a Magic the Gathering cube, so I'm probably going to be putting money into that in the coming months.
Yes. So much stuff for Magic the Gathering coming out. I'm so looking forward to the Avatar release.
Avatar looks good, just because I'm a huge Avatar fan. But at the same time, I'm also looking forward to the Spider-Man release, because I think they're doing a like mini release for Avatar. You're unaware? I'll post something in the Discord.
What? You're unaware that they're doing an Avatar release? Okay, yeah, he's posting it in the Discord. This has to be shared. You have to be updated on this information.
This is just the spoiler for Avatar Aang. My computer won't update to 11 either. I also need to upgrade, but it does play Baldur's Gate 3, but can't stream. Hopefully, they plays. Yeah, it always sucks when technology phases out and ages out. My was kind of hoping I would keep this computer around for a long time, and it gave me a good almost 10 years, but alas, it is time to upgrade. When is the actual date for it? Well, I don't think they have the actual date posted yet.
We have spells and talismans is where you should have
yeah.
posted it, but it's fine.
I'm an admin. Who's gonna get mad at me?
Me.
Besides, the other day you were talking Twitch support, not in the Twitch support channel, Missy.
I was talking Twitch support in the non-Twitch support channel. What?
In Shrine Talk.
Where was that?
Oh, let me go dig it up. It was like 2 weeks ago, a week or plus ago. But anyways, I thought about, sending a message into chat and be like, hey, you should move this to the other channel. But then I'm like, do I really want to be that moderator / fiance that then goes against the owner of the server? And
I
would have
been fine with it.
Follow your own damned rules.
I would have been fine with it.
But yes, in-laws are sometimes good. I'm happy you have good in-laws, Dragneil. I know, I could probably do some work on my car as well, but right now it runs, even though the check engine light's on, so we'll call it good.
My fiance doesn't have to deal with in-laws. That's terrible.
Your family should be happy they don't have to deal with me. My God, I'd have some words for them. I do commonly throw words towards them, they just can't hear it. One of them's in the grave, and I don't want to buy a Ouija board to talk with her.
Yeah, my family is the worst.
Yeah. There was a mention of...
Stick around and you'll learn lots of lore. We're pretty open here.
There was a mention of trauma earlier from times past. And I gotta say, yeah. I don't carry much trauma, though. Glass has had quite the life.
Yeah.
I'm still digging for those messages where you guys were talking, chat and stuff.
Might have been longer ago than you thought.
Yeah. I know it was at some point you were on a stream doing something, and I think you were asking for help. I can't remember. All I know is it was in the regular chat, and I was like, hey, now.
I probably did post it to the thing.
Do I have a way to move messages? No, I don't think I have a way to move messages.
Okay, unfortunately, peoples, the stream has come to an end.
We got distracted for most of it, but had some good conversation, and we did touch on our topics a little bit.
Yep. But that's what it's for. It's for just chatting.
Chilling and
Chillin'.
trying to do an emphasis on mental health. So, before we close the stream, I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Special thanks to Hockey for being so wonderful with the donation. And I hope everyone has a chance to do something to better their mental health. I know I'm going to try and do some painting on some miniatures in the upcoming days, since I've neglected to do that for a few months. And Glass, what are you planning to do for your mental health in the coming days?
Oh boy. Try and follow my schedule. That would be nice. But also not be too hard on myself if I can't. Because I berate myself a lot when I can't. And I think being nicer to myself is a have to. So
Thank you all as well. Take care of yourselves. Get some sleep when it's appropriate for everyone to get some sleep. And until next time, take it easy.
bye.